at center, number 1, Amanda Zowie B. Starting at power forward, number 13, Chiney Ogumike. At the point guard position, number 17, Erica Wheeler. At the other guard position, number 20, Christy Tolliver. At the other forward position, number 30, Nika Ogulike. The head coach of your home team, your Los Angeles Sparks.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA.
And on tap tonight, it's the Washington Mystics going up against the Los Angeles Sparks.
Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. A recent trend in the league, extended careers. Women going into their late 30s and still playing at a really high level.
Yeah, Sue Bird was joking about it. One of her teammates' mother is Sue's age and a grandmother. But it's just great for the league. Getting longer careers means we can watch the stars for extra seasons.
And it's great. A lot of it is about advances in medicine. In certain injuries that we saw, 5-10 years ago, like an Achilles tear, they used to be career enders. Not anymore. Some of it is with recovery and how far we've come in that as well.
Zowie B gets the bucket.
A section of her game she has really worked on. Nneka sees the floor well, sets others up.
Pass to Charles. Stolen by Zowie B. Ogumike outside. Soft touch off the glass.
Just makes it look too easy at times. Ogumike's quickness allows her to get into the lane and open things up for her team.
Now here's Cloud. Back to Mitchell. And it's off from three-point range. And here are the Sparks now.
And when you watch Ogumike play, what impresses you right away is how consistent she's been. She's been in the league over a decade, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Here's Tolliver. Outside Wheeler. Ogumike. That's a miss. She's made one and missed one. Atkins. She's covered by Tolliver. Charles, no good.
And Ogumike is a former MVP for a reason. She understands her strengths and plays to them really well.
And Nneka's one of those players that does whatever is asked of her. When her team needs more out of her, more offense, she steps up. Her really selfless attitude is why she's so effective and such a strong. I have no idea why she's fouling there. Maybe there's a little bad blood between those two.
Maybe. I mean, that's the only explanation for it, and even then, it's not a very good one.
Tolliver, that's good.
Putting on a show for these fans. Christy Tolliver getting fancy with the ball handling, and I love to see it.
Loud inside. Charles lays it up and banks it in.
The first bucket for this offense, just 1 of 4 to start the game.
To the paint. Here's Ogumike. And it's in.
A really difficult shot. Ogumike with great concentration, just totally locked in offensively.
On the wing, Natasha Cloud. And it's Charles missing.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 for 5 from the floor here early.
Tolliver, that's good.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key. this run, passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Mitchell. Back to Deladon. Pass to Charles. Mitchell outside. Deladon. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Tremendous read by Mitchell. You can count on the vet to pick up the right passes.
Now here's Tolliver. She's covered by Cloud. Back to Tolliver. Takes the three. And the Sparks another three.
And you can't help but really pick on their defense. They're completely in disarray.
Everything's coming much too easily. I mean, you've got to take something away.
Now here's Charles. And the shot is good.
Tough make. You don't end up making over 2,000 baskets like Charles without some hard ones.
Tolliver with the ball. Cloud picks her up. Pass to Wheeler. The three. And the three ball is good.
Clearly, they had a pretty good grasp for the game plan coming into this one.
I know it's early, Tim, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something changes quickly.
Absolutely.
Now here's Deladon. Basket counts.
Blends length with strength so effectively. Deladon doesn't mind playing physical.
Here's Tolliver. Pass to Zawi B. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Ariel Atkins. And they double up Tina Charles. And here's Deladon. And she lays it straight in.
A capable distributor, Atkins is able to see the big picture within the game.
Outside Wheeler. Tolliver. And the Sparks another three.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Atkins, she's covered by Ogumake. Pass to Charles. And they double up Tina Charles. Amanda Zawibi with the block.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic.
Now here's Wheeler. That one a little long.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Well, that's already her second foul. That's going to force her to tone it down at the defensive end.
Pass to Coffee. To the middle. Holmes. And she comes up with the deuce.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start than they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Sparks ahead, up 10. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
I mean, what is this, practice? Is it shoot around? It's just been a shooting drill so far for them.
We're talking about practice? I mean, yeah, they haven't met up a whole lot of resistance on the offensive end.
And the Sparks with possession here. Here's Cooper. Pass to Holmes. Vadiva. First shot, first basket. He is out of the blocks fast.
Not much the D can do once she gets to the bucket.
Here's McCall. Leslie. She's guarded by Sykes. Plays on, gets the bucket.
Good job to create the easy bucket.
Kiara Leslie.
Now Cooper. Pass to Holmes. And here's Coffey. This one for three. Another three for the Sparks.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a three-point play.
With a couple seasons under their belts, how special is that 2020 draft class looking?
Well, it was so deep. Second-round pick Crystal Dangerfield was Rookie of the Year, the latest pick ever to take home the honor. And Tim, that first round was loaded.
I mean, from first overall pick to Sabrina Ionescu to the last pick of the first, to Jasmine Jones, there could be multiple franchise-level players in that first round, including a Satu Sabali, a Kennedy Carter, just a league-changing level of talent entered the W back in 2020.
From 12 feet out, and it's Holmes missing. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Weiss. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Nice kick out after the D. It collapsed on her.
The Sparks with the lead. Sykes outside. Vadiva. And here's Holmes. Count that one.
Holmes with the bucket.
Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. Out to the wing. Pass to Plaisance. Johnson outside. Now Leslie. Here's McCall. Rebounded by Coffey. Here's Cooper. Johnson defending. Now Cooper. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Holmes. The three-pointer off the mark. Johnson. She's guarded by Sykes. Down low. Call. The Sparks grab the miss. Rhea Holmes on the wing. Pass to Vadiva. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick out the pass and get the assist.
Now McCall. Tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Mystics will retain possession.
She had no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level.
Pass to Plaisance. That shot, no good. Amanda Zawibi with the defensive effort. Here's Sykes. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. Three-point play opportunity.
Something I admire about Brittany Sykes is the standard she sets for herself. She wants to be considered one of the league's best defenders.
And the dedication Sykes has to being an elite defender has really shown in her play over the last few seasons.
Yeah, and really Sykes can guard multiple positions. She's solid on and off the ball, and she's able to do it without fouling. Her hard work is paying off, and it is a player in terms of Brittany Sykes that brings a lot of defense to this team.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Oliver up top, Zealous defending. Tina Charles with the block.
An intimidating shot-blocking presence. Charles is able to read the opponent and react accordingly.
Deladon, she's covered by Ogumake. Deladon, no good.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
Ogumake outside. Right side, Wheeler.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
6 to
2
shoot.
minutes.
Over to the left wing. Three-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Neko Ogumake.
Well, Wheeler's three ball has come a long way, and her improvement also helps her team's spacing.
And the Mystics call time here.
Oh, they're pretty disappointed, this coaching staff, and rightfully so. Just they're giving up a big run night now. Got to figure out a way to stop it.
Yeah, they haven't really looked good at all here lately. Something's got to change for them. Let's see what the coaching staff has up their sleeve.
Elena Deladon.
Basket by Deladon.
Assisted by
Down low, Deladon has the
Ariel
ability to
Atkins.
score in droves. It's part of why she normally scores around 20 points, sometimes even more most nights.
Now here's Tolliver. She's guarded closely. Pass to Zawibi. Inside. Here's Ogumake. Evens things up with that basket. Her second of 4, shooting 50%.
Again and again, they're pounding the defense and creating high percentage looks from close range.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Natasha Cloud from outside.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
Outside Wheeler. Pass to Zawibi. Off target from outside.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And they double up Tina Charles. Three-pointer Natasha Cloud. It's good from long range.
Wow. Cloud looked almost automatic on the catch and shoot. No hesitation at all. Did you guys see that?
Connects from three-point range.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Sparks ahead, up 19. Welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. A fantastic game from Christy Tolliver in this one.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
Getting back to the action now, it's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. Ogumake to the inside. It's rebounded by Elena Deladon.
And in 2019, Christy Tolliver was a key piece for the Washington Mystics as she earned her second WNBA championship.
And it's Atkins missing. And here are the Sparks now. Left side, Tolliver. Yes, and a nice assist from Erica Wheeler.
And guys, her consistent shooting, it's helped them take this lead.
And Tolliver is the true definition of a combo guard. She can make plays with the ball in her hands, but is just as effective at making plays off the ball.
And even at this stage of her career, in the league so long, Christie's still capable of playing at an all-star level. With her work ethic, she's a great veteran presence in the locker room as well. Every team wants a Christy Tolliver.
Down low, Charles. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
To the middle. Here's Zowie B. Makes it off the glass.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
And down it goes. 2 points.
The pure physical ability of Deladon makes the contact a non-issue. Gets where she's going and sinks it.
Back to Wheeler. Tolliver. Inside. Wheeler can't get it to go.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Ogumake outside. Good, and Christy Tolliver gets the assist.
Yeah, and if you're open, Tolliver will find you, but it's not really a matter of if, but when.
Washington calls timeout.
All right, I know my answer, but guys, the GOAT, greatest of all time. Who is it?
Let's keep it simple. It's Diana Taurasi, all-time leader in points, 3-pointers. She's also top 5 in assists.
Zero argument for me. Taurasi has been on over a dozen all-WNBA teams. And most importantly, she's got a few rings to go with all the other accolades. It's an honor to still watch her get it done.
Here's Johnson. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Pass to Ogumake. Now Vadiva to the wing, right side. Here's Cooper. Chalked up 2 right there.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Here's Blazons. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
A slight rebound advantage to them, one more column in their favor. It's all adding up.
Well, you look across the team stats, it's one of many areas they're winning, and they've secured a big lead.
They've looked very sharp tonight.
I'm loving it.
Zealous, no good. So it's the Sparks now. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Here's Cooper. Blazons pulls it in. The Mystics on offense. Here's Johnson. And no good. Great D that time from Brittany Sykes. To the paint. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Pass to Blazons. Now McCall. And she drops in the layup off glass. Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
Now here is Sykes. Johnson defending. Here's Cooper. That shot off. And it's the Mystics taking it the other way. Pass to Weiss. Here's Blazons. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Sykes outside. And here's Cooper. Sykes. Now here's Ogumake. Clock at 6. Here's Cooper. And the layup falls.
They're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
Here's Johnson. Off target at the rim. So it's the Sparks now. Pass to Cooper. Coffee. Poked away. And here's McCall. She's covered by Ogumake. Johnson outside. McCall. Inside. Plays on. And the layup's good off the glass.
Assist goes to
Beautiful dish
Erica
down low.
McCall.
And here's Cooper. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Sparks on top, just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
She showed us she's got a little point guard on her with this tremendous setup.
That was a terrific pass no matter what position it came from, but it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by her.
Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Loud inside. Deladon left side. To the middle. Here's Charles. Back to Deladon. It's stolen by Shanae Ogumake. Outside Wheeler. Down low. Here's Zawi B. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
What makes Zawi B special is her ability to operate all over the court, mid-range included.
And that one's good, Atkins.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
Pass to Wheeler. Here's Zawi B. Guarded by Charles. Outside Tolliver. The three-pointer off the mark. And Washington has possession. Here's Mitchell. To the inside. Stolen by Zawi B. Now Holmes. She's covered by Mitchell. And here's Wheeler. Inside. And the basket by Holmes.
Heads up by Ogumake to find her teammate. She draws so much attention, it can lead to easy buckets for others.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Atkins. To the paint. Stolen by Zawi B. Now here's Tolliver. Here's Holmes. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Every pass is with purpose, and their last 10 points have come off of assists. Great team basketball on display right now.
To the middle. Second chance shot. And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a three-point play.
Personal foul.
Love the physicality Charles brings to the hardwood. The and one effort has to inspire her teammates.
Well, the former MVP, Tina Charles, still a force whenever she's on the floor. One of the best double-double threats in the history of the league.
Zawi B gets the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
Aline, covered by Zawi B. Pass to Aline. That falls.
Julian
Nice
Aline.
feed that time for Tina Charles.
And with Charles, the 2012 MVP, as you mentioned, she can really control a game on the glass.
And she's one of the most reliable bigs in the league. She shows up every game, is rarely injured, and always gives great production. The numbers she's put up over her career are incredible.
Now Hines Allen. Pass to Cloud. Charles. And they double up Tina Charles. And it's good for two.
Yeah, she certainly is not the one to blame for them being in the hole today. She's been right on the money.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Walker. Puts up a 3. A rebound by Charles. And Washington has possession. Here's Hines Allen. They swipe it. Now here's Williams. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just the way they wanted, within touching distance of the rim.
Right wing. Aline, covered by Zowie B. Pass to Aline. Up top, Cloud. Leslie. Misses the 3. Williams with it. Here's Holmes. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And that's collected by Tina Charles. To the right side. Pass to Aline. Charles. The shot misses. And here's Williams. And here's Walker. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
What an assertive shot by Walker. The moment she has the ball, she's taking it up.
Cloud inside. Pass to Leslie. Charles with it. Guarded by Walker. Here's Cloud. It's hauled in by Williams. Now Holmes. Back to Williams. Now here's Walker. Guarded by Charles. And she banks in the layup.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
And stolen by Walker. And so it's the Sparks taking care of business in this one. The outcome of this one was never in doubt.
They were really putting out a supreme effort, and it felt like once they had this significant lead, they were not going to let it go.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.